Hey Facebook, it's Kai with YOUnison Yoga and Music by Kai. I'm coming at you today with Facebook Live, Yoga Shred, and Yoga Flow. Today we're going to work our whole body. We're going to get some extra attention to our glutes and to our deep core. Now, if you guys have worked out with me before, you know that I spend a lot of time focusing on our deepest core, which is it's not just your abs. It's a line of fascia that surround the muscles that go up through the center of your body, and it gives you a chance to move from a place of more stability, a place where we aren't going to be causing too much injury to our joints by moving from the outer body. We move from the inside out, and I don't know, I feel like after practicing this way for the past couple of years and teaching this way, I feel a lot more inside of myself. So 2019, it's time to shed what doesn't work for us and focus on the part inside of us that is authentic and true, and sweat away all of those things that we don't need. Okay, so find yourself a comfortable seat, either flat on your mat, or you can grab a block, which I do have, and you can elevate your hips a little bit so that your knees can fall gently away from your hips. We're going to start out with the breath, our belly bonfire breath. So bring your hands gently, or bring your hands comfortably on your knees. And we're going to close our eyes. We're going to ground our sits bones down, so place where you sit, sits bones. And we're going to lengthen our spine up from our sits bones, so you have a nice firm foundation. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your hips. We're going to start to notice our breath. It's okay if you want to sway a little bit from side to side. We're not trying to be rigid here. We're trying to find a place of balance between our sits bones, between our hips and our pelvis. And sometimes you need to move a little bit before you can do that. So noticing your inhales, feeling them coming in through your nose and down your midline into your belly, feeling the breath fill you up from your belly to your back, 365 degrees around your waist, up into your chest. Lighting a fire in your belly with every inhale, feeling it glow brighter with every inhale as you fill your torso up with life, with prana. And as you exhale, you're going to press everything in and up from your pelvic floor, your bathroom muscles, and feel the air, feel everything that doesn't serve you go up and out through your nose, maybe even through your mouth. So as you inhale, you're going to expand, warm, and widen. And as you exhale, press everything in and up, lengthening your spine while you stay grounded with the earth. So inhaling, filling your belly, filling your chest. Exhale, pressing it in and up. Inhaling and exhale. 3 more like this. Inhaling, expanding, widening, feeling that belly flame get brighter. Exhale, pressing everything in and up. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Feeling that flame starting to heat us up. Inhale and exhale. Keeping your hands on your knees. We're going to inhale, bring our chest forward, our body forward, extending forward, and then exhale. We're going to curl back into our shoulder blades, maybe waving back and forth a little bit. Inhale, coming forward and down. Exhale, curl. Again, inhale. Still staying grounded as you expand on your inhales. And as you exhale, pulling everything in and up from your pelvic floor all the way up, lengthening your spine. Inhale forward and exhale back. I'll show you from the side. Continuing, inhale forward Exhale. Curl. Inhale forward. And exhale, curl. This time adding the arms, unfurling up and reaching. Exhale, pressing through the sits bones as you pull in and up. Inhale, up. Exhale. Maybe pressing so hard through your sit bones and lengthening so much that your start to rise on your exhales. Inhale up. Maybe exhaling through the mouth. Inhale forward. Starting to warm the body with the breath. 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale forward, lengthening up. As you inhale, exhale, pressing everything, relaxing those shoulders. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, lifting those legs up and holding here. As you inhale, you reach up. Exhale, fists of fire down. Stick out your tongue too. Inhale up, fierce lioness. Exhale. Maybe inhale, reaching your legs out a little bit more. And exhale, pulling everything in. One more. Inhale up. Exhale. Pressing everything down. Coming forward one more time. Inhale. Extend up. Exhale. One more time. Neutralizing that low back. This time take Charlie's Angel's Mudra. Pointer fingers are together. Everything else is folded down gently. So on our inhale, we're going to extend our legs forward. And then exhale, squeeze everything down. Inhale, reach. Thank you, Lorena. Exhale, sticking out that tongue. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull everything in and up from your pelvic floor. One more. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. This time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, curling down onto your back, keeping your shoulders and your neck lifted. Inhale, reach up and overhead. And then exhale, curling back up. Tongue out. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale, reaching up overhead on your back. Exhale, really warming up that core. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, curl down. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring it in, up high. Okay, holding here. We're gonna bring our feet down, soles of the feet together. And as we inhale, we're going to reach forward with our Charlie's Angels Mudra. Inhale, still feeling the sits bones grounding on the earth. Exhale, squeeze everything in. You can also breathe through your nose, but I like that fierce lioness or lion's breath. 3 more here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, squeeze. Inhale, you're probably feeling this core work about now. Last one. Inhale forward and exhale. Okay, inhale, reach up one more time, coming into boat pose. And then exhale, bring your hands to prayer. And we're gonna lower down a little bit at a time, maybe extending your legs a little bit more, hovering just a couple of inches on the ground for 3, 2, 1, and then let it go. Stretching your arms overhead, maybe one arm and one leg a little bit longer, so getting a nice side stretch along the front sides of your abs, the psoas. Bringing your knees into your chest, maybe rolling here from, well, not from side to side, little circles one way and then the other, still staying keyed into your breath. Maybe pulling your knees in a few times with your exhale. Feeling that fire that we created in your belly. with just the breath and a little bit of movement. Bring your hands out to a T alongside your shoulders, palms facing down or up. It's up to you. On your exhale, you're going to twist your knees over toward your right thumb or just toward your right side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist, maybe breathing through your nose. Looking to the opposite side as you twist. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, other side. Massaging your spine, massaging your core as well. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. One more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, finding your breath, finding your rhythm. I'm here as a guide, but really as we go through these different sequences, it's more important for you to find your breath and find yourself centered in your own body. Now, give yourself a big hug, bring your nose towards your knees. Inhale and exhale through your tongue. As you curl a little more. Inhale. Exhale, one more. And then grabbing the backs of your legs, maybe starting to rock and roll a little bit here. Getting a nice massage on your spine. Now if this is too much, of course you can keep it small, or you can simply come over to your side and work your way up to a seated position, crossing your ankles, and then coming on to your hands and knees. Now, anytime we are on the mat, we want to make sure that we have nice strong fingers. So we start with our fingertips and then go down through our fingers to the pads of our hands, and then kind of keep your palm, the center of your palm, a little bit tented so that we protect the wrists. And always kind of stay back behind your wrists, especially if you're a musician like me. We want to make sure we're not getting too much strain in our wrist creases, okay? So find that nice firm, what we can call a gecko-asana foundation in the mat, making sure that your knees are directly under your hips and your toes are pressing lightly into the mat so that you're nice and connected. On your inhale, you're going to look forward and pull back on your hands a little bit so you get that nice opening in your chest. Exhale, you're going to press through the earth as you curl your upper back up toward the ceiling. Inhale, looking forward through the nose. Exhale, through the mouth. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, curl. Inhale, looking forward. Now this time, we're going to exhale and curl all the way back, sitting on our heels. Inhale, leading with the chest, coming forward and looking up. Exhale, pressing through the hands and the feet, coming back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, curling back, sitting back. This time, coming forward. And then as we exhale, we're going to press through our hands, coming all the way up, pulling up through our center. Our center means coming up through our inner thighs, up through our low back spine in the front and in the back, reaching up, unfurling our arms to the sky as we reach up. And then exhale, coming with our hands to prayer. Making sure that your hips, again, are right over your knees, tops of your feet pressing lightly into the floor. We're going to inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold, bringing our hands behind our back, palms up, right over our sacrum, looking over to the right side. Inhale, pulling in through our center, coming up, reaching up. Exhale, looking over to the left, making sure that you're rotating your arms down as you come down. You're going to rest on your left ear, looking over to the right. Inhale up, reaching up, supporting your low back by pulling your belly back towards your spine. Exhale, fold, looking over to the left. Inhale up, getting nice lubrication in the joints of your shoulders as your shoulders rotate As you come down, looking over to the right, left to your wrist. It's very important that you pull in your belly as you come up with your inhale and exhale. Fold, last one on this side. One more on the other side. Inhale up and exhale. Fold. Inhale this time, coming up, staying up. Bringing your hands to prayer. Coming back to hands and knees, finding that nice firm foundation. Curl your toes under. And as we inhale, we're going to look forward. Exhale, this time we're going to curl and lift our knees a little bit, pulling up from our belly, keeping that belly in. Inhale, looking forward, back, exhale, pressing through the earth, curling up. And this time, inhale, looking forward, exhale, this time we're going to pull up through our center so much that our hips raise and we come back into our downward facing dog. Now in this dog, I want you to pedal your feet a little bit. We don't want to get our legs too straight too early. We're going to lock ourselves out of our flexibility. Find your toes, keeping everything bent. Maybe bending your arms a little bit, bending your legs. Seeing where you are today. Maybe rolling your spine forward a little bit to keep that openness in your armpits. So you don't want your down dog to look like you're hanging out in your joints like this. Okay, so you want to find some space by rolling forward a little bit from your belly to lengthen your spine so that your shoulder blades can relax down your back, and then maybe coming a little bit deeper into your downward facing dog. So on your next inhale, we're going to bend everything, your arms and your legs, and then we're going to lift from our psoas, which is the muscle kind of like in our low belly, but behind our low belly, around the spine. So we're going to move forward through our belly, coming into a high plank. Lower the knees, and we're going to shift forward, lowering down, letting our pubic bone hit first, then the belly, then the chest. We're going to inhale here, feeling the low back expanding out like a Y through our sits bones. As we exhale, we're going to pull up and roll up through our center, coming into cobra. And then as we exhale, we're going to press through the feet and the knees, lifting up through the low belly, and then coming back to downward facing dog. On our inhale, we're going to bend everything, pressing through the earth, and lift our right leg up to the ceiling. As we exhale, we're going to bend everything, pressing up, bring your knee to our chest. We're going to step our right foot to our right thumb. We're going to lengthen the spine forward, bend the back knee, and then we're going to lift up through our center, rolling up one vertebra at a time as we raise up, coming into a lunge. And then once our pelvis is centered over our hips, maybe strengthening the back leg a little bit more here without losing the neutrality of the pelvis as we reach up high. So inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, fists of fire, pressing through the feet, lengthening the spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Let's do those nice lioness breaths. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fist of fire. Now shifting forward a little bit, still pressing through the feet as we inhale, reaching up. Exhale, leaning forward, getting rid of everything that 2018 had to offer. Reaching up, inhale, exhale, bend the knee as you roll up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, coming up, reaching up one last time, exhale, holding down, stepping back to downward facing dog, rolling your spine forward to plank, lowering the knees, lowering down, pelvis hits first, inhaling up once your chest hits your chest, and then exhale, pressing through the feet or the knees, coming back into downward facing dog. Inhale, bend everything, left leg comes up to the ceiling, Exhale, bend everything, pressing up, knee to nose, stepping left foot to left thumb. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward, bend the back knee, pressing through the feet, using that momentum to roll yourself up through your center, reaching up, unfurling the arms, coming into our lunge. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, fist of fire. Inhale, straighten the legs, reaching up. Exhale, lengthening from your low back spine, reaching up. Exhale, this time shifting forward. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Inhale, reach, and exhale. This time inhaling up, rolling up through your center, reaching up one more time, maybe straightening the back leg a little more, and exhale, release, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, lowering down maybe without the knees, but pelvis, belly. Inhale, expand. Exhale, pulling up through your center. Inhale, feel the pose, and exhale, pressing back, lifting, again, from the belly and the psoas, not from the low back. Inhale, right leg comes to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to chest, step forward, bring your other leg forward as well, coming into your first forward fold, maybe swaying from side to side, getting any bits of tension out of your low back that might still be there. Okay, then finding the center in between your feet, pressing through all three corners of your feet. You're going to press down from the center of your pelvis down into the feet, getting that nice grounding in the earth as you keep a nice bend in your knees and your hips back. Okay, so as we inhale, we're going to prepare by feeling this nice grounding into the earth and then a Y wave coming out of our sits bones and heading back, keeping our hips back. As we exhale, we're going to press through our feet, pulling up through our arches, our inner thighs, our front and back of our low back spine, zipping it up, reaching up, and extending, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, reaching, and then exhale, folding forward, bent knees, neutralizing. Inhale, we're going to extend forward, putting our fingertips on our shins, long spine from navel all the way to the crown of the head, feeling that length. Exhale, fold. One more time, extending forward, pressing through the feet, feeling that energy make the spine long. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, kind of like a cat, unfurling, and then exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, preparing, feeling that Y wave coming out from our sits bones. Exhale, we're going to roll up, pulling up through our center, zipping up through the low back spine, reaching up. Exhale, hands to chest. Let's do one more, maybe two more of these, but we're going to go a little bit faster so you can get some heat going. Okay, so inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend the spine halfway. As you reach, your right leg back, step the left leg back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend everything. Exhale, roll forward to plank and lower down, pelvis first, keeping the shoulders lifted. Inhale, rise to cobra, and exhale, pressing through the feet and the hands, coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to chest, step right foot to right thumb. Inhale, extending the spine forward, bend the back knee. Exhale, pressing up, coming into your low lunge. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, fist of fire. Inhale up, exhale, inhale up, exhale, fist of fire. Inhale forward, reach forward, exhale through the tongue. Bend the back knee as you roll up. Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, get it all out. Roll up one more time. reach up and release. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend. Exhale, come forward to plank. Either knees down or knees up. Lower all the way down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, up to cobra. Inhale at the top as it hits your chest. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend everything using the earth to make your left leg rise up. Exhale, knee to chest. Stepping left foot to left thumb. Inhale, extend the spine forward, bend the back knee. Exhale, pressing through the feet, rolling up through your center, coming up to high lunge. Inhale, straighten everything. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. This time coming forward, reaching up. Exhale. Let it all out. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Pulling in that belly. On those exhales, the pelvic floor comes in and out. Inhale, roll up one more time. Straightening that back leg, keeping the front leg bent. Pelvis, neutralize. Exhale, release. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Sorry, exhale, lower down, shifting forward. Pelvis first. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale, get a nice bend in your knees and everything, pressing through the earth, either stepping forward or maybe pressing through the earth so much that you float forward to your hands, landing just underneath your hips. Inhale, feeling the connection with the earth, pressing through the feet. Exhale, we're gonna roll up, sipping up through our center, reaching up, and then exhale, hands to center. We're gonna do one more of those, maybe adding on a little bit, and then we're gonna get to our shreds, okay? Moving a little faster. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, extend halfway. This time reaching our left leg back first, and then right leg follows, coming to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extending forward, lowering down. Inhale, as cobra fills, you feel the cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up. Exhale, knee to chest, stepping through. Inhale, lengthening the spine, prepare. Exhale, rolling up, reaching up. Exhale, there's the fire. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching forward. Inhale, exhale, finding your rhythm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, inhale all the way up, and exhale. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, forward and lower down. Inhale, cobra, keeping those shoulders low. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, lift the chest, stepping through. Inhale, rolling the spine forward. Exhale, rising up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, kiss the fire. Inhale up. Exhale, inhale up. Exhale, let it all out. Coming forward, inhale, reach, exhale, bending the back knee as you roll up. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale up and exhale. Last one, going through your center, reach, 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 and release. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend, rolling forward to plank on the exhale. Strong hands. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Maybe walking forward to your hands or getting that nice momentum. So you bend everything, float forward. Inhale, extend the spine halfway. Exhale, fold, pressing through the feet. We're gonna inhale, prepare. Exhale, rolling up through the arches. At the top, we're going to inhale, reach, 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 and exhale, bringing our hands back to our chest. So it's time for your favorite, time for a yoga shred. So you might remember this one from last week. We're going to come into some more goddess squats, okay? But the second time, or for the second four, we're actually going to change it up a little bit. So for the first, you're going to come into your goddess. You're going to face your toes in the same direction as your knees. We want your knees to be sort of pointed out. So when you come down into your squat, you know, you have this nice wide open stance. We're going to bring our hands to prayer as we're in the squat. And as we exhale, we're going to say ha as we come up through the center. Okay, so inhale down, exhale, okay, so the first 4 rounds will look like that. If you want to take a little bit of the strain off, you can walk your feet in a little bit so you're not going as deep, but you don't want to come in so far that your knees are extending over your toes or over your ankles. Okay, so you can do that, or if that squat is too much, you could even just do squats, okay? But always making sure that those hips are going back, okay? The second 4, we're actually going to jump from here. So we're gonna start from here. We're gonna go to the side, here, to the other side, okay? So those are the 2 parts of the shred. So it's 8 rounds total, but we're gonna do 4 like this, and the other 4, we're gonna step to a squat, come back to center, step to a squat, come back to center, all right? Again, making sure that those knees stay in line. All right, here we go. First yoga shred. All right, get yourself set up in your goddess. My timer is being tricky. Let's try this again. All right, here we go. Getting set up and pressing through those heels, making sure that you don't hyperextend your knees when you come up, but really squeeze that belly in on each one, breathing through the mouth. All right, now here we're gonna do some lunges, coming into our little resting phase for a few seconds before we set up for the next. Okay, find your center, making sure those hips are back, and go. Maybe a little bit faster this time, maybe a little fiercer this time, keeping that belly button pulled in back toward the spine, keeping those shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Let everything go. 2, 1, and rest. Again, shifting back and forth, opening those hips a little bit, setting up again. This time, going a little faster. Maybe this time you can pull up from the sky if you want a little bit more of that kind of action for your arms. Otherwise, really working those shoulders. 1, and rest. All right, again, you can even come down lower. That feels good. And then setting up again. Last one here. Pushing yourself. Really pressing through those heels so you get a little bit of glute action in there as we work these thighs. You got this. 2, 1, and stop. This time, maybe stepping from side to side. Okay, this time we're gonna come back into our squat. And this time we're gonna squat from side to side. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Stepping wide enough so your knees are staying right above the ankles. All right, Walking from side to side, maybe reaching up, turning those wrists if you'd like. All right, setting up again. This time start this way. Really working that lower half right now. You can even really want to work those arms too, keeping that belly in, those hips back, and rest. Stepping from side to side. Now, I'll show you a variation that you can do. You can either keep with this one or take it up a notch and jump out and in. And making sure every time you land, those hips are back. And rest. Okay, stepping side to side, maybe kicking it out a little bit. We have one more. Whichever variation you do, make it count. Always landing lightly, starting with your toes and the heels. Or remember, you can still be doing this. Whatever you'd like, and you did it. Oh, you made it through the first shred. Stepping from side to side, maybe turning your hands out, warming up the wrists for our next exercise. So, I want you to come back into that kind of goddess squat. I want you to turn your left toes out toward the side of the mat. I want you to shift your back heel comfortably back a little bit so that you have a nice straight line from your hips down toward your heel, coming into a nice warrior stance. You might have to widen it a little bit, but making sure that you can still kind of keep a nice bend in your legs if necessary so that your pelvis stays centered. So inhale, we're gonna reach up. Exhale, coming into warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, looking over your left hand. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, we're gonna reach our arms a little bit farther apart. Then exhale, we're gonna come down to the side, bringing our hand either inside of our left foot, or you can bring your forearm to the top of your thigh, right above the knee. We're gonna reach our right arm overhead, coming into a side angle, getting a nice side stretch to prepare us for our next shred, which you guessed it is my favorite burpees. So you're either here for one more breath, or either here for one more breath. And then we're gonna turn our feet to the center, a couple of ninja lunges, kind of loosen up those legs a little bit. If you want, you can, wiggle a little bit, whatever you need. Okay, and then we're gonna find our center. We're gonna shift our hips back, pressing through the feet once more. On our next exhale, we're gonna press up, pulling up through our center, keeping our front and low back spine, front and back, low back spine pulled in and zipped up. So you reach up and hands back to prayer. We're gonna turn our right toes toward the front of our mat now and shift our heel back a little bit. That helps to internally rotate our back leg, keep our hips safe, but still neutral. Okay, so we're not shifting forward, front or back. We want to stay neutral here. So bend the front knee a little bit more, making sure you can still bend your leg if you have to in the back. Okay, inhale, reaching up, furling the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming through center, pressing into warrior two. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. One more. Inhale up. Exhale. Looking over your right hand, coming a little deeper. Still pressing through the outer edge of your back foot, but also pressing through the center of your arches, the three corners of your feet. Pulling up through your arches, pressing through the three corners of your feet. Inhale, reach your arms apart a little bit more. Exhale, bend the back knee, coming forward, either to the floor in front of your foot, and then unfurling your top arm overhead, or here. Reaching your top arm overhead, keeping your shoulder relaxed away from your ears, nice side stretch. Keeping that knee bent, keeping that chest opening up toward the ceiling as you look maybe up toward your pinky, or no, not up toward your pinky. Look toward your armpit maybe, I don't know. Find a nice place that's comfortable for your neck, wherever you are. One more breath here, reaching, shoulder relaxed, away from your ears. And then coming back through center, continuing with these ninja lunges while I introduce, maybe coming up for the ninja lunges, our next shred for today. So you guessed it, burpee time. Okay, we're really getting a nice lower body workout today. So if you're not feeling the full burpees today, I'll start with a little bit of a modification, especially if you need to get off of your wrists. So for the modification for the burpees, you're going to step back into a lunge, one side, step back into a lunge, the other side, coming into a chair pose, and then you're going to press up through your heels, okay? So you don't have to do it that slowly when you're doing your modifications. You can still get a nice workout. And you can either just push up, or you can jump and land nicely. Now, you guys should still be moving. Don't stop. You can step side to side while I'm explaining this. For the full burpees, okay, on your inhale, you're going to come down, bring your hands to the mat, making sure you're nice, firmly connected. You're going to jump back to bent knees, keeping that belly lifted. Okay, you're going to jump forward, right underneath your hips, keeping those hips back. Come up to a chair, and then pull it all in, or jump for that one, okay? I might throw in some extra variations as we go, but we have 8 rounds of burpees, okay? So, are you ready? Because I'm ready to hit this. You should be sweating still, and because I know I am. All right, here we go. Burpees, don't forget the modifications. If you have a wall, I want to show you one more. You can also, hands on the wall, jump back, jump forward, and jump. So it's kind of like taking what we're doing on the ground to the wall, still connected with the hands. All right, now we're ready. I hope you're all ready. Hi, Nini. All right, here we go. All right, burpees. Let's start slow. Make sure we have good form above all else, keeping the belly lifted. Strong hands. Come up and jump, or okay. Go at your own pace, keeping the strong shoulders. Maybe you have one more in you. And coming up, stepping side to side, rolling out your wrists. These start to add up, okay? Coming into the next one, and go. Strong shoulders, strong neutral shoulders, making sure that your wrists are back from your hands a little bit. Your wrists are back, or in front of your shoulders. And up, rest. Definitely take your rest. Remember the modifications? I'll show you that one next. So stepping back, and up. Stepping back, and up. If you're feeling frisky already, you can always take a double hop. That's also a good thing to do if you don't have time. And rest, side to side. So pulling your wrists up from your arms and setting up. Here we go. This is about the speed that I go at home. This is a full body workout, so you're getting everything you need. You can also step back, step forward, and up, and rest. All right, you guys are doing great. You'll be reaching up, rolling those wrists, setting up. Again, we are halfway there. Oops. Just making sure that you are landing safely with the knees. Taking your time too. We're stepping back, stepping forward, be a double hop, and you're done. Stepping side to side, maybe turning the hands out, and coming through. Now, if you want to take it up a notch, let's try a few running burpees. So jumping back, run, 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 jumping forward, and coming up, okay? Step back, forward, up, or you can add in those runs. All right, time to rest. Stepping back and forth, extending those arms, and giving yourself a little hug, and let's go. Almost there. Back, forward, and jump, or back, forward, and add some more lunges, jump, more jumps. It's okay to back off a little bit so you can go a little bit stronger, okay? Stepping back and forth, and also do some lunges. And now time to set up. Here we go. It's the last one, I'm pretty sure. So give it your all. Breathing in and out through the mouth. No more nose breathing because we don't have time for that, for sure. Whew. Stepping back. All right, maybe you have one more. And done. All right, reaching up, rolling out those wrists as you step side to side, giving yourself a hug, reaching up, and you did it. So we're gonna come back into our big steps. I want you to make your steps even bigger. I want you to sort of let your arms just kind of be free. Kind of slap yourself a little bit. Just kind of loosen up those shoulders, maybe loosen up the neck. Taking smaller and smaller steps as you open up the arms. And then finding yourself with stable feet. You can make hips distance. Maybe reaching up and then waving down. Slowing the heartbeat down a little bit, waving up. And then maybe with prayer, waving down and keeping those hips back away from the knees. Reaching up and then waving it down. Now this time, we're going to extend our hands in front of us. We're going to take our right hand, go underneath our left, crossing at the elbows. So kind of like this. And then we're going to bring our arms up, either the palms, one behind the other, or the back of the palms, or the front of the palms, okay? So coming in to our, so back of the palms, or the palms come around and then meet. I would love to see you in a class. All right, so we've got these nice eagle arms, right arm underneath, swaying back and forth, toes pointed out, kind of like a half goddess. Inhale, reach up, bring the arms up, reaching for the ceiling and looking up, and then exhale, waving all the way down to the floor. Inhale, prepare, exhale, rolling up through your center, keeping that low belly pulled in, exhale, coming down. Okay, pressing through the feet once more, coming up, and then exhale. Okay, now inhale up, releasing the arms, unfurling up. Then this time coming around. This time the left goes under the right. Finding your eagle arms here. Inhale, extending, reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, coming down. Do 4 of these. Inhale up. Still feeling that belly pulled in as if you're exhaling up. Rolling down. Pressing through the feet, zipping up through the center. Inhale up and exhale. Coming down, last one. Inhale up, pressing through the feet, pulling up through your center. And exhale, release. Bringing your hands to the floor, turning toward your right foot toward the front of the mat, stepping back to downward facing dog, and then coming down to your hands and knees. Now, I said full body workout, so we're gonna do one more round of 8, but it's going to be 4 rounds of a shred and 4 rounds of a little belly bonfire. So, since we want to get a little bit of an arm workout, we're going to come to our hands and knees, find that nice firm foundation, and we're going to raise, we'll start with our left foot to the ceiling, heel pointed up, our hips should still be pointed down and centered between our legs. And as we inhale, we're going to bend our elbows back, so the elbows are back behind the wrists. And then as we exhale, we're going to press through the hands, press through the foot, up, and through the mouth. So inhale, exhale. And you really want to kick up to the ceiling so we get some nice work in our glutes. So we're going to do 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and then we're going to come down on to our backs during the break. And then we are going to do some belly bonfires, just here. Nice crunches from the bottom of your shoulder blades, looking up toward the ceiling, relaxing the head back in the shoulders. All right, so ready to go. This is our last shred, and then you're gonna keep burning fat and calories and everything for a good 48 hours after this. So it's worth it, stick with me. All right, here we go. One more round of 8. 4 on our hands and knees, 4 on our back. All right, here we go. Get set up and start. Bend everything and kick up. Bend, kick, bend, kick. Pressing through the tops of your feet and your knee and through the hands. Now, you remember with the shreds, you want to go as fast as you can in good form. 2, 1, and rest. And for this, we're going to sit back on our heels, reach up, and turn the wrists. Setting up again, left foot raises, and go. Faster this time. Really kicking up toward the ceiling, getting that last bit of work in your glutes. Pulling in that belly, supporting the low back. 1, and rest. Getting ready for the other side. So it'll be our right leg up, pressing through the hands, getting a little bit of workout. Find that nice firm foundation. Leg up and go. Maybe speeding it up and getting a nice bend in those elbows. Those elbows go straight back, not winged out to the sides, straight back. And the foot goes straight up. And rest. So back either on your feet, or you can curl your toes under, whatever you like. And setting up again. Right leg goes up to the ceiling. Now, if these wrists are bothering you, you can always come down to the forearms, but make sure you're pressing up through the shoulders and still kicking up and back. Almost there, last one, and rest. Cross at your ankles. We're gonna roll down onto our backs, setting up for belly bonfire, hands behind the head, and curl up, pulling that belly in back toward the spine, keeping the elbows open wide, head resting back in the hands. Looking toward the place where the wall meets the ceiling. Make sure that you're not crunching up like this. And rest, reach the arms overhead. Maybe wiggling those fingers, still stretching out the wrists. Setting up, and go. Breathing through the mouth. Your toes can be pointing through the balls. So not your tippy toes pointing forward, but the balls of your toes pointing forward in what sometimes we call stiletto asana. Okay, so strong feet, strong belly, and reach up and overhead, extending one side and then the other maybe, and setting up for round 3, and go. Relaxing the neck and raising from right under your shoulder blades. So we're not crunching the neck. We're actually getting into our side abs and our even deeper core and our psoas. So what? Psoas. And reach overhead. We have one more. Get a nice long stretch. All right, setting up, hands behind the head, resting back, and go. Give it all your all. You should really feel those abs. You should really feel the work in your back. It's okay if your belly's puffing up a little bit. That means you're getting really deep in there. 2, 1, maybe one more. Squeeze and release. Stretching one side a little farther and then the other. You did it. You made it through 3 shreds today and a little bit of flow. So maybe hooking your fingers hooking your thumbs together. Get a nice reach overhead, stretching through the toes for just a little bit more. And then bringing your arms out to a T, getting a nice stretch along the shoulders as you look from left to right. And bring your knees into your chest, giving yourself a little hug. Maybe instead of doing both legs circling, maybe sort of doing opposite circles. So bringing the circles in and then out, and then switching directions. Just to really mobilize that low back a little bit. And then maybe doing circles together, if that feels good. Really massaging the low back. Now, if you happen to have a block, that would be wonderful. You can grab it. And if you would like, you can come in to a supported bridge. Otherwise, we're going to bring our feet closer to our hips, keeping our hips sort of grounded into the earth. Maybe tilt your pelvis forward and back a few times so you can feel that action. And then on your next inhale, as you press your belly in toward the earth, we're going to raise our hips to the ceiling as we press through our feet and our hands. Now, if you have that block, you can bring it along the long side. So not the tall side, not the flat side, but the medium one, the long side. And place that right underneath your hips. So not in your low back, but right along where your hips are. And then you can stay here for a few breaths in this nice supported bridge. Otherwise, if you don't have a block, just hang out in bridge for a little bit, pressing through the feet, maybe reaching up overhead and coming down whenever you are ready. If you're in the supported bridge with a block, you could even reach one arm and one leg out a little bit longer. Get that nice psoas stretch. And then switching sides, or maybe reaching both legs out to get that nice stretch along our core, which we worked a lot today, but still staying centered and grounded for the stretch. If you're in bridge, you can come down and then come back up into it if you'd like. Or you can find a nice movement in the hips, maybe wagging your hips around in a circle, little wavy bridge. You're doing the same with your arms. And if you have the block, I can show you one more variation on the block, and then I'll also show you what we're going to do. If you don't have the block, you can bring your knees up so that your knees are floating over the hips, and you can stay here in this little inversion here. It's great to get everything, all the blood flowing down, cleaning out your system, getting a little bit of relaxation. You can even extend your legs higher without straightening the legs. That's a little bit too much. Circling the ankles. And if you don't have your block, come down from the bridge, one vertebra at a time. And you can first pull your knees into your chest, and then find them centered on your hips. And you can actually bring your legs up to the ceiling, feet up to the ceiling. You can support the back of your legs if you need, or you can just kind of hang out here. Or you could take your feet up the wall as well for a nice inversion. So I'll be here for a little bit more. You could even, do some more of these little hip openers if you would like. So if you're on the block, let's come on down now. So come down, bring your feet around the sides of the block, remove the block, and then lower down one vertebra at a time if you're on the block. If you just had your legs up in the air, you can stay there, or bring your knees into your chest. Everybody, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a hug, maybe moving from side to side. Take an inhale, and then exhale through the tongue. One more time, inhale, exhale through the tongue, release the low back, and then this time inhale through the nose or the mouth, and then exhale, release everything coming into starfish, feeling that opening in the hips, letting the feet just fall from side to side. Hang here for a couple of breaths, just feeling the opening, feeling all the space we just made in your joints from the shreds and from the flow. Relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your hips down into the earth. And you can either stay here with your arms reaching to the sides, or you can bring your hands along the side of your body, palms facing up, shoulders rolled gently underneath you, so that they're in a nice neutral position. Closing your eyes, relaxing here for a couple of minutes. This is actually the most important pose in a yoga workout. Gives your body a chance to recover and to take in all of the work that we did, all of the new information that we gained as we worked our body and sweated out some of the things that we don't need anymore. Got more into our center. We let go of the outer body that we use all of the time, and we were able to move from our deepest core, from our deepest authenticity. So relaxing here, starting to notice your breath again. Noticing your inhales and your exhales, the gentle rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Relaxing your toes, your ankles, your knees, your thighs, your hips. Relax the belly and your chest, your neck and your shoulders. Feeling that relaxation going from your shoulders all the way down your arms to your fingertips. melting into the earth. Relaxing the back of the neck and the back of your jaw. Relaxing your temples and your jaw and your chin. Relaxing your cheeks and your tongue. Relaxing your nose, your eyes, the backs of your eyes, and the fronts and the back of your forehead. Enjoying the total relaxation from your head all the way down to your toes. Staying here for a couple of minutes. Enjoying the stillness. And once you're finished with your Shavasana, remember to roll over to your right side. Stay there for a few breaths. Resetting your back. When you're finished with your Shavasana, you'll press up to your seat with your eyes closed. Finding your center once more. You'll thank yourself for showing up for yourself today. Sweating a little bit for yourself today. Loving yourself and hugging yourself today. When you're finished with your Shavasana, taking that centering and that stillness into your very being, and then bowing to yourself in wonder and awe and love as you remember to think, speak, and feel kind thoughts about yourself and others every second of every day. And with that, I say namaste. And thank you again for joining me. So enjoy your Shavasana if you're still there. And remember to vibrate together with yourself, with everyone around you, in unison. See you next time.